Hi, quick update here on GME. Since the bounce that we saw post earnings, we saw a little bit of reactive liquidity, then we've seen some selling before. We've just started to see over the last couple of days, we've seen some buying again, some strong buying in GME. Over a longer period of time, I don't think that we've yet seen much of a difference, but we've definitely seen this just starting to hedge off and just starting to tighten again. On a shorter time scale, you can see these little dips into tightening liquidity. One of the things working against liquidity at the moment, against GME and these other stocks is the DSPX, the dispersion index. It did loosen right up, and it did look like we were going to, drop right down. It did look like we were going to get an opportunity in a high gamma market to start to squeeze. It started to go back up into a middling level. What that means is that there's lots of places around the indexes that have their own volatility, probably because of the macro world at the moment. There's lots of things at play, different policies, things changing quite quickly on social media. That means that we're getting quite a spread around the indexes rather than index market makers having to look for somewhere where they can offset their volatility using high IV. If we just have a quick look behind the market here, we're having a look. The very interesting thing is this really, really strong DPI. Since we saw this pull up, actually even before we start to see this pullback, we've had really high DPI, which is charging the liquidity and making the liquidity tighten. One thing of interest though is the IV hasn't been following suit. Here, if we look at the 30 days, we'll just have a look at the IV behind the market. There isn't really a lot to see here. They're really, apart from a little bit of tightening of the put liquidity a few days ago, it's really been sitting quite low. So there's no funny business at the moment. Anyway, I hope to see you back soon. Hopefully we can conjure up some of that funny business as the market starts to calm down with changes in the macro world, and hopefully we can start to see the market makers having to disperse that IV around the different places they like hiding it, like GME. Thanks for listening.